Alrighty. I know I've been gone a while, but I'm back. I had to take a little break for the holidays and all, but I'm back and I'm changed platforms. I'm on a new platform now. I may still upload stuff to Patreon, but I don't know. This may be better because instead of me always soliciting for funds from you all, I'm just running ads on my on the podcast. So if you would be so inclined, I would love for you to patronize the advertisers. That way you get to listen for free and I get to make a little cha-ching, so it works out for everybody. But anyway, I don't have a name for this one yet because it's it's on a different platform, so I don't think I can use the same name. I don't want to confuse people. However, it's just me, Holly Mosley Cooper, and my thoughts on what's going on in the news and entertainment industry and all that stuff. So, like I said, I don't think I'm going to have a name yet. I don't know what to call it. I got to think of something catchy. Maybe y'all can give me some suggestions. Well, let's do that. Let's run a little game or whatever and see if y'all run some, make some suggestions when I post it on Facebook, and then we'll go from there. Um, so, let's get into it. Wondering what it's going to take for the Republicans to stand up and do the right thing. They're getting there, but they still aren't there yet because we're actually on the verge of another government shutdown. These people were without their checks for 35 days. How many of us can imagine even going one pay period without getting a check? And they've gone two. And some of the contract workers probably aren't going to get their back pay. It's horrible. I have in my notes that it's my fear that the Orange Bloviating Blob, because I refuse to call him president anything, fat piece of orange crap up there has done irreparable damage to this country. And I'm not going to stay on that. I try not to dwell on the negative, but it's very disturbing and extremely disheartening. Because they are moving in the right direction. They did pass the bipartisan bill with a veto-proof margin, something like 83 to whatever. So that's a good thing. I just don't know what's next. Now the idiot's talking about declaring a national emergency to get his funding for his blessed wall that he just has to have. I don't know. I'm starting to think it's a phallic symbol. I don't know. Whatever. Since I did not mark this as adult material, I'll try to keep the language clean. Even though they say that the use of profanity is a sign of intelligence. But anyway. So like I said, I won't stay on that because it's too much for the average person to just keep without losing their mind. To that end, it's important for all of us, with all this madness going on every day, to maintain a high frequency of positive energy vibrations. More on that later, but few people understand how the world is heavily influenced by positive energy and vibrations. And trust me, I know that that's not always easy. Sometimes it's damn near impossible. But, you have to do your best. And if you need help with that, I have some videos that I can recommend on YouTube. The guy's name that I use a lot is Thomas Hall. He isn't the only one I listen to, but I like his because they're subliminal and I can put them on when I go to sleep. And if you didn't know, when you listen to stuff and it goes into your subconscious, you don't have your logical mind trying to tell you that it won't work. So listening to stuff subliminally is always better because that you don't have the block, the mental blocks trying to tell you that it's illogical. You just listen to it and take it in, and your brain takes it as fact. So that's awesome. And I am going to put a blog up to companion with this podcast, so I will definitely provide some links and maybe even embed a YouTube video the in the blog. So we'll see. And if you don't happen to catch my blog, if you get in contact with me, everybody knows how to reach me. I'm always on Facebook. Holly Mosley Cooper, Holly Mosley Cooper author. I mean, I have a gazillion Facebook pages, even High Tech Tutoring Center. But, and it has a lot more. I've never been my entire life an overly religious person, but becoming more spiritual in my, in my walk with faith has literally changed my entire outlook on life. So I don't believe you have to be in church every time it opens, but you do need to have some type of connection with a higher power, whether it's just the universe or whether it's what some people refer to as God, but I think it's essential to find a connection. And okay, not to get too heavy, let's move on. Entertainment news. Have y'all seen all this that's going on with Monique and Steve Harvey? And I put a post on my personal page yesterday. Steve is of the opinion that Monique is, getting the white folks all upset, so she should calm down. And she said it has everything to do with integrity, because, she's going to he can't help her anymore because she's going to keep messing up her money. And she says it has everything to do with integrity and nothing to do with money. And basically what I heard Steve say is, damn integrity if it's going to interfere with my money because I've got people depending on me. Well, Steve, if that's okay with you, you're the one that has to look yourself in the mirror every day. If you'll do whatever to make sure you keep money coming in. I don't know. I'm not going to say I couldn't do it because, it's always nice having a steady stream of money coming in, but at what price? Are you going to be able to look yourself in the face every day? So, anyway, entertainment. And I don't know what to say about the guy from Empire. Supposedly the whole Jesse Smollett, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Smollett, I don't. Somebody help me with that. Staged the whole attack. It wasn't real. He had some Nigerian guys stage the attack on him because they're getting ready to write him out of the show. Dude, with all this stuff going on now, you really should have come up with a better plan. But I don't know, maybe he needs some help. Maybe we shouldn't come down on him so hard. I don't know, but that's just awful. Here we are supporting you, backing you up, and you're out there faking stuff. So, oh well. Anyway, and let me just close this out with with a story I saw. Oh, also, I forgot to mention before earlier. I don't want to confuse you guys, but this isn't really entertainment news. There is Ghana, I believe it is. Ghana? Guyana? Ghana? No, Ghana. They are offering almost like repatriation for all of the African diaspora. So if you are African American or if you're in the Caribbean, if you're in Canada, they're inviting you to come to Ghana, and live. And they warn that it's not a perfect situation, but you know, the opportunity to live in a country where you're surrounded by people that look like you, that is somewhat appealing, I have to say. Let me find my story here. Ghana, it's Ghana. Ghana is offering the opportunity African Americans, Caribbean people, the right of return, and the right of. I want to get this word right now. The right of abode. So if you want to come, I guess you have to live there for a certain number of years and contribute to society. But it's a really interesting article, and it's on my Facebook page as well. I will probably try to put a link in here too for in my blog. But just would if you were given the opportunity, if you had the money, if you had all your ducks in a row and you had the money, would you go back to Africa like they're always telling us to do? Is that something you could see yourself doing? I don't know. I joked around with my son a lot. If Trump got elected, I told him we were leaving. And he was like, a day or so after the election, he was like, "Are we moving to Canada?" I said, "No, son, I really can't afford it. I might give, I think Canada's offering something like that too. They want to increase their immigration." So everybody's looking at us like, "You poor stupid bastards. You elected that idiot for a president and we feel sorry for you. So we're offering you a way out." So I don't know. I don't know if I had the money, and I don't know if I could move away from everything that I know and love and start over. But sometimes with us being killed in the streets the way we have been lately and being treated the way we are, I don't know. I'm thinking I might have to give it some serious consideration if I had the money. Who knows? I don't know. I know that that would probably be kind of hard, and I'm working on winding down in my work life now. I don't want to work that hard every day. I'm trying not to work that hard now, and I'm in America, so I don't know. But anyway, if you had the opportunity, would you move back to Africa? What do you say? Anyway, sorry about that. Don't know why I can't turn the sound off, but we don't want to mess with the microphone. My computer's giving me notifications. But anyway, finally, to wrap this up, I came across the most fascinating story that my friend posted on Facebook. It was about a white woman who found out her mixed race mother had been passing for white her entire adult life, which means she was she still identifies as white because that's all she's ever known, but she realizes now that she's mixed race. And if you look at her, to me, she looks like a white woman, but she wrote a book that I would love to read. It's called White Like Her. And this is for my brothers and sisters, my darker hue brothers and sisters. Would you, as a black person, attempt to pass for white if given the opportunity? Now, I know it happened a lot back in the day, but I don't know. I mean, I've never been anything but black, so I don't know if I could I mean, she had the mom had to pretty much deny her whole heritage. Sorry about that again. Deny her whole background, her family. She could never visit her family. She had to just, oh, for the love of, wow. She had to give up her whole family and she could never visit them again. So I don't know. That's a tough one. But let me get working on this blog so I can get it posted and then try to get this podcast posted on my new platform. And I want to leave here in the not too distant future. So we'll see how that all works out for me. But and I've got some new music now. What do you think of my new music? I love feedback, guys. You know, it's helpful to me to know if I'm on the right track or if I need to do something else. But I'm going to sign off now. Uh, Thank you for listening. If you enjoy my witty banter, please pass it along. I'd appreciate it. Because the more eyes that are on it and click on my ads, the better for me. So please do support. Please do support my advertisers. I'd appreciate it. Um, you know, Cash App still works if you wanna. It's a moco if you want to. If you want to donate, still that's great. Like I said, I'm really not going to use Patreon that much anymore, but all donations are appreciated, and I thank you, and I am out.